because that has been a game changer.
All right.
I like this, Mary, one page.
You all right? Okay. All right, welcome to the Osnaburg Township Trustee meeting on September 8th. We're going to call the meeting to order at 7:30 p.m. If you could stand for a pledge to the flag and for the vote. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, thank you that we could gather in this place. We ask that we make good decisions for our community and just be with all the kids in fall sports as they're having fun and playing games. It's in your name. Amen. All right. All right. Any changes to our agenda this evening?
Under old business, I want to give an update on Sucos.
Great.
Other than that, that's it.
Wonderful. Mr. Lowry?
I'll have two things under cemetery, and I might combine some fee schedule things you'll see on the fire report
Okay.
and on the road report. I like to try to combine them all and talk about them, and then we'll get them out of the way.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So this evening, Mr. Randy Pirro will not be in, and so we'll roll call everything tonight since there's two of us. All right. So approval of the meeting minutes from 8:25.
Trustee Griffith motions to approve the minutes as presented.
Trustee Varian second. Roll call vote.
Griffith
Yes.
and Varian.
Yes. Motion
It's on
carries.
the note, just.
Yep. Got it.
That's part.
Oh, that one's me. I already
for
signed
you.
that one.
Yeah. You'll see the other tab there.
I see it. I see it. There we go. Looks like we already signed it too. And then moving on to the treasurer's report.
Trustee Griffith motions to accept it as presented.
Trustee Varian second. Roll call vote.
Varian
Yes.
and Griffith.
Yes.
Motion carries. There you go. All right. Moving along to public speaks. We have John here with us tonight. Thanks for coming. Seeing that there are no other public speaks, I'd like to go ahead and move into executive session.
You can do that.
All right.
You can do that.
So we're going to move into executive session. So Trustee Varian moves to move into executive session at 7:33 for number 5, matters to be kept confidential. This pertains to matters that are required to be kept confidential by federal laws and rules or state statutes. We'd like to invite the trustees, the fiscal officer, and John into the meeting.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
Yes,
I guess like maybe a point of order.
sure.
The reason for entering executive session should be to discuss pending court action with counsel.
Yeah.
Pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 12221G3. What you had probably would have been fine, but
No, let's
there's
make
lots of
it.
people out there who are checking
Let's-
on all these things.
Let's make it right.
So that would be.
I might be looking at a different page than you are.
Okay, well.
That's
I mean, Like I said, what you had might have worked, but.
Can you read that to me again?
Yes, I sure can. In fact, if you want, for the purpose of discussing the above noted, for the purpose of discussing pending court action with counsel pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 12221G3.
Great.
122G.
12221G3.
21G.
All right. So I'd like to amend my motion,
All right.
and we're all being recorded right now. So rather than me try to read that off, and we're just going to use what John said.
And I'll
we'll hit
second
on
that amendment.
And then
Thank you.
roll call it at Griffith
Yes.
and Varian.
Yes.
I'm going to shut off the mic and pause the audio. We'll start with the other one.
This might be an old version. Yeah. Okay.
Or just.
Okay, we're back on.
All right, trustee Varian moves to come out of executive session at 8:15.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
No roll call.
Varian
Yes.
and Griffith.
Yes,
Carries. No action will be taken. All right, moving on to the fire report. Thank you.
thank you.
We are requesting new office chairs. The chairs that we have for about 15 years and they are falling apart.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's something that can be ordered through our Staples account, if that's something we need to order through somewhere else. We would need two, one for the chief's office and one for the captain's office.
Okay. Is it something you've looked at prices on yet?
We have not.
Okay.
I didn't know, I know they bought the chairs here, I believe through Staples, so I didn't know if that was.
Oh, the ones we're sitting in?
I do believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Look again.
Okay. So is that?
How do we want to do that? Do you want to go searching for some prices on some, or do you want?
Definitely gotta get prices, because these chairs back then were $400 and some a piece.
But you see
And
how
one was
big they
bought
are.
after that, it was almost $600.
Holy.
Yeah.
So these type of shears are not cheap, and I don't know how many you need, and
Yeah.
just gotta get some pricing on them.
Two. We would need
Two.
two.
Yeah. Then the next thing I wanna look under, the funding, let me look here, let's see, I think I got something in there for them for.
I would just get some prices, find some chairs you think you'll
See
like,
there.
something you like.
Okay.
Because these are just not.
Well, it's fine. I don't necessarily think we need those. I just knew that they had purchased those through,
Yeah.
through our Staples account. Because, I mean, obviously, we're pretty limited on what we can
Yeah, I
purchase
gotcha.
stuff from our, I don't think they have them at Ace, so.
No, right. Yeah, Staples is a good call because it's, yeah.
Well, and you can always turn in the nonprofit status at, the tax exempt at other places too. Lots of places have them. I actually got some good
Now,
chairs
they
from
want
Sam's
them in
Club.
furniture. This is in
BJ's.
general,
BJ's
it's
has really-
Definitely don't have an account there,
4,629, but that's for
but-
anything, equipment.
But
Okay.
it's
If
easy
you
to
need
get one, either one of
Equipment
those
in your
places.
fire trucks or you.
Because
need
all the
some
schools
Yeah.
go there for all their football supplies.
Sure.
How much on it there?
4,000,
That's a quick, okay.
4,829.93, but that's for all, anything that breaks down between now and the end of the year, you need that.
When you're
So-
looking at them, look for
You taking
what the
those
weight
off, Ellen?
capacity is. so
Well,
you
that's what
can
I'm
look
looking at right now.
Okay.
Soft billing, I have 1,300 in the 2281 and in the 2282. I did not put anything in that fund because I wanted to save that 2282 for like capital improvements, anything like I wanted to save that as long as we could to use for anything that's needed in there. Ultimately, it was for capital fund to put towards
Okay.
the fire which that's what it was after.
Which is the soft billing number again? It's 2280
2281
is soft billing?
is soft billing,
Yeah.
non-resident,
Okay.
which you have the
There's 30.
1,300 there. And 2282, I do
Find
not
some
have a line
prices
item
first.
appropriated this year
All right,
for that in equipment.
okay. I was
have
just
it
trying to
under
bring, I was just trying to bring
contractor labor.
Staples up here on my phone. The service in here is
Yeah.
terrible. I was gonna just see what's an
Like, for
average.
example, in
chair cost.
2282 in the soft billing, right now, we have 77,000 unencumbered. But that could go to anything major that the fire department would
Alright.
need. That's what the whole idea was to
You
have
can
that.
usually get one for, a nice one with ergonomics on it for $200.
All right,
But if you look and find something that you,
I
what
think
you're
you need the
looking for, I don't
prices
know.
to be able to.
Who's setting
Alright,
them, what
Parker,
they
if you wanna
need.
grab some prices, we'll get that approved next meeting and get them purchased.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm still working on the water fountain, more to come.
Okay.
Okay,
That's all I got.
all right.
I had a question. What is the one, the 25-485 on Wood and Osnaburg? Was that back in the,
I probably need more context. What does it say on the sheet?
it just says Wood and Osnaburg, Assist PD.
That's for like a vehicle that was, I forget if it was in the woods
I was
or.
gonna say, was that
Some-
the four-wheelers and stuff back in there where they're running?
It wasn't a four-wheeler, it was a vehicle, and I honestly don't remember.
How did it get back in there?
I don't know the answer.
Okay.
Okay. I assumed we mutualed on the barn fire.
Yep, that was me. I spent 7 hours in the tanker on Labor Day.
Okay.
On what bonfire?
The
Barn
barn
fire
fire
on
on 62.
Oh, yeah.
The Skolosh barn.
Yeah, so you assisted on that.
We did.
Yeah, there was a pile of people on that, I think.
Yes.
One of the pairs.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, everything on that assist on that fire, everything worked on our trucks and everything. We're feeling good there.
Yeah, I personally by myself moved 30,000 gallons.
Okay.
So,
So the tanker's running.
mhm.
The tanker's running. All right, good. So you guys were hydrating as close as you could and hauling.
Yeah, we filled at Station 3, so their station on Columbus, until we ran that system dry. That's
Oh.
apparently only taps into Green Meadows. Yeah, so nobody there got a bath that night.
Oh,
And then we
no way.
started filling in Louisville because we actually pulled all the water out of that system. So then we were pulling off Louisville system, and
That's
then
put a
quite
lot of water.
frankly, at 8:30, we dropped a structure fire, which turned out thankfully not to be one, and that was the only reason we even pulled out of
Wow.
what we did.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Did we have very many people show up on the Louisville one then?
On the Michelin one?
Yeah.
No, we just sent the crew that was
Just
working.
the two?
Yeah.
That's all they called for was our tanker.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it was just the two of us working Labor Day that went.
okay.
Brian, we have something more on fire on here. Do you want to talk about
Yeah.
the schedules now, or do you want to wait?
I think we're going to need to talk about it
All right.
because I promised the auditor I'd get back with an answer.
Okay,
I
let's
held off
do
thinking-
fire fee
Yeah.
schedule then.
And I'd like to do what you see there, it says fire fee schedule and the fire, and if you look down at the road, there's a road fee schedule. What this all equated to, when the auditor goes through in 23 and 24, the first thing they ask is, how did we come up with these rates? Like when the fire department goes out for $75 per hour, or at that time, we were charging 65, but our resolution says 75. So it got missed, so they wrote us up for that. And they said, what we want to see is a fee schedule, so that you have two fees that we charge for. The one was for, like, when we've had fire department personnel and equipment outside for private events. That was done in 23 resolution in a reorg at $75. And mistakenly was charged $65 because I didn't get it, the changeover. But we couldn't find anything that you guys all approved to say, okay, we'll keep it at 65 or anything. So they looked through 23 and 24. The other one was the $100 for a nonprofit event was that $100 charge. So they said that what should happen, you should have a fee schedule similar to the way you have a zoning fee schedule. And you approve it. If it needs modified, you can go ahead and modify it. Well, that led into what, as they dug a little deeper, they go into the road department. And the fees, like when Stu is quoting for culvert prices, we were always taking whatever the fee was that we were charging, that we got charged. And that fluctuation based on if he bought it at a deal or if he had to rebuy it. And they said what your trustee should do is set a fee schedule for per foot for like a culvert, a 12-inch or a 24-inch, and then your concrete. So what I did is I scribbled this down and I gave it to Mary to help me with, and I came up with a basic fee schedule for each department that we can put into our reorg meeting where your road superintendent or the chief or assistant chief could determine if anything needed adjustment or it stayed the same, but then it's official every year.
Okay.
And you have that schedule. Now, if anything needs modified within the year, something, say some cost goes up, you just do an amendment to it. And
All right.
then you update your fee.
So our price per foot, is it over what actual cost is? Because that's going to fluctuate a lot.
It is. Do we have to have actual cost per foot? Because that's changing daily.
Not really. If you guys say that's what we're charging in 25, that's what it stays in 25.
Can we just,
If Stu or, Rodney or any of these guys go in here and they start buying and it goes up, then they come in and say, hey, the prices are going up. We have to amend it. You guys go and amend it.
why can't we say at the current price available?
That's the current price you got in front of you.
But I'm
But
saying
they want it per foot is what the
it's
auditor
gonna
wants.
change. it changes daily.
The per foot price is which they suggested to do, because you got somebody buying 20 feet, 30 feet, whatever they buy, that's the foot price. Is that, it don't change daily, it changes about every 3 or 4 months. I know Stu
It
showed me
changes
the
quite
sheets
often.
where it changed, and he got a deal on it when he bought it, buys
So
it when
I
he
would
buys
say
it.
this, if the county, or if the auditor is asking for a per foot price, we need to bump it up high enough
Yes.
that
to
it
cover.
covers. Does that make
Because
sense?
we're already not charging people for fuel and labor.
Well, that brings in a whole nother thing. If you want to talk about it, charge the whole fee and you start charging the going price to put in a culvert. It could be thousands of dollars to put in a 20-foot culvert. Because that's what the private sector is going to charge a resident to do it. What fee are you going to do? You're going to have 2 men possibly out there, working on that. You could put in all kinds of other fees. Looking at other townships, I did happen to look at one. They charge a lot more than what we do.
I'm just saying, like Cliff is saying, if this is what the actual cost is right now,
And that's what we normally always done, Trustee.
It needs
And
to
it
be more
actually
than
went
that.
down
what I'm
this year.
saying
And that
is,
actually is going lower.
if this is the actual cost, we need to up this sum to account for the flexibility that's going to occur in there. And still, we're giving our residents a gift because we're not charging them for all the other stuff.
Labor, fuel.
And you
And-
can set that, if you want to change your pricing, you can set it at whatever you want. But you always have to be in close, I want to say with your road superintendent to know what the market is.
Right.
Because what happens if that goes up, you say, okay, we're going to go $2 more a foot or whatever it is. You decide, and it takes a big jump. That's when the road superintendent in that situation would have to come in and say, hey, by the way, the price went up considerably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're now,
I don't love that the auditor wants us to do this because it's more work.
Yeah.
You're gonna have this set at $20.90 a foot. We're not gonna think about it. We're gonna be busy doing stuff. Stu or the road department's gonna come and be like, we just put in a bunch of footage, charge them. Oh,
then
whoops.
They're going to
Now
come
it's
back and say,
24 a
you
foot.
didn't even charge
Like,
what it
that's-
cost you.
That's stupid to me, but that's
Here's,
fine.
I've never had that problem like you're saying going up and down. When they give me that price sheet,
Because-
they send it every year. Now, if I get into where I'm gonna go get something bigger, like a 24, 30, 36, 48, I always call to make sure exactly what that price is,
Okay.
in case it did change.
I would say, I don't agree with this. I
You know-
think this needs to be at least $8. And this may be $22.
and the only reason those two sizes
If
were
we're gonna
picked
set it
is
like
the
that.
common sizes that we put in 12 inches, the most common, and occasionally a 24.
And do we put under this
And then
special
this
sizes
here needs to
at
be-
market value? Because this fee structure doesn't even have a special size on it.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
it
for the
doesn't
most
cover
part
the
too,
rest
you
of
gotta remember, I only usually order 12 inch.
All right.
If I know
Well,
I got
and even
jobs
the crushed
coming,
concrete, that
Uh-huh.
price jumps all over the place.
as of for me, I'm working out of two
All right,
different places.
So the fire department is $75 per hour for private and $100 per
And
event for
And that's on a
nonprofit.
resolution in your reorg.
Are we satisfied keeping that right where it is?
That's,
Are we satisfied
So,
keeping that where it is? Because
My
we can make a
question was,
motion to
why
get
are
this
we
done.
Yeah.
charging private less than we are public?
no, your one is a per event
No, this is per hour.
and the
Oh,
other one's
per hour,
That's
okay.
per event.
Yeah.
Okay,
So they might
That's
sit there
fine.
for 5 hours,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, no, that one's fine.
All right, would you like this under resolution?
Just
to put in
accept the
place?
fee.
Let's
the
do this
fire fee.
first and we'll talk about that. Trustee Varian moves to accept the fee, what do we call this?
Fee
The
schedule.
fee schedule. The fee schedule for 2025 for the fire department, which would be $75 per hour for private events in the township and $100 per event for nonprofit events in the township.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
Roll call.
Griffith and
Yes.
Varian.
Yes.
Thank
Motion carries. Thanks. Have a good day. Or what's left of it. Okay, so what's this piece behind us? That's Marlboro
That's their
Supply.
price sheet.
Okay, all right. So did they ask you how detailed they want this, Brian?
They just needed to know, how does your road superintendent, and they asked how the fire department arrives with the prices that they're charging.
Okay,
And I said, normally they go by the market. And they said, you don't have a fee schedule? And I said, not really. We do have, the fire department had the resolution. They said, you need a resolution to have a fee schedule. I would strongly suggest it, because now that it's been wrote up and documented, 2 years from now, it'll be definitely looked over again to make sure we have something established.
All right, so.
You can set the price.
So right
That's
now,
what-
looking at this, 12-inch double wall, 24-inch double wall, and then crushed concrete. Are those the three things that we charge for? Is that
Was there
correct?
anything
Like,
else?
if
The
I
only
were,
thing we charge for is the pipe and the stone.
okay,
If we have to saw a driveway or something with the saw from Leppo's,
Mhm.
then that's added on to the cost. And
So
I
the-
let them know that because,
so saw rental is added on,
yes,
okay? And that's whatever it is.
I have no idea. I have not done it for some time.
The
Okay.
way it reads, you're gonna have to set a price.
Yeah, right. So we'll have to go get online and figure out what saw rental is per day. You know, and put that in here.
Trustees, I say, keep this simple. Just go by the foot. And then when it arises, the road superintendent comes in and you amend it.
So you make that
Because
7,
then
you make
you'll
that
have it
22.
amended, it'll match whatever the cost
Alright.
is. Because if the road superintendent makes a bill out based on a fee schedule,
Okay.
and there was an added charge for something,
20.
he can come in and amend it. You can go ahead and amend it, and then you have it in there at that time.
And then they're just gonna have to,
So
every 3 months, check the prices.
in your memory, 12-inch, 24 crushed and saw rental. Those 4 things we charge for. Everything else, our labor of our guys, our fuel getting there, our equipment, our mini hoe,
That's all done.
all that's covered.
Is that
that's
saw
all.
rental, the use of our saw, or are you
No,
going rental?
Their saw.
No, we gotta go rent a
You
saw.
gotta
from
go
Leppo.
rent a saw from Leppo's because
Is
our
it a-
saw does not have.
Is it a
any-
skid steer attachment or like a hand, like a?
We usually get the big block behind one.
Yep.
And
Okay.
Is that for
really
cutting
deep when
concrete?
we're cutting deep
Yeah,
into
cutting
the
deep.
road.
All right.
Oh, so you're cutting the concrete.
We're cutting concrete. If we have to even do the road, like if we're putting a big culvert in.
No one remembers, no one's gonna remember what that
Because
costs.
we need the big blade, it'll cut down through most of the way.
I was gonna look up what Leppo
I
rents
think
that
we
saw
just-
for.
Need to cover some of the price. Because you don't know because how long that they need it for. Did
Well,
they-
you'd always charge them for the day rental. There's no way you're doing it. I mean, charge them for the day rental. You're not going to
Yeah,
run all
if you're
over
worried-
country and earth.
If you're worried about the saw, I would just put on whatever the market is.
You would say market value on
Market-
this?
Market, whatever the market is, whenever the quote is, because that could be fluctuating.
Right.
But
You
what
don't
you're
know
telling
what it
me, is we can't put market value on all of that. You got to have some numbers. What you're
You
telling me.
gotta have numbers based off of, they're
Right.
gonna look at the quoted price from Lake Marlboro. They're gonna look at that.
Right.
If you're sitting there $4 over that a foot, they're gonna say, okay, that's what your fee is, okay. Now all of a sudden the price goes up and now you're selling, say, an example, a bad example would be you're selling it lower than what you're paying for. That's where it has to be amended and that particular bill has to be adjusted
Okay.
based on an amendment.
Okay.
Like I say, Stu, is pretty good. All these years I've been in here, it goes up year to year or it goes down. But also we buy a lot more. Like if you had to go replace buy, now it would be a higher
The
price
price is a whole lot
sometimes.
more.
Other times it's lower. It just depends what the market is. The price that we're getting.
But
is
Pipe
what they're
actually went
free.
down this
Let me
year.
ask you, this fee schedule is a fee that we set. It doesn't mean it has to be the fee that actually cost us
No,
to put it
no.
in.
We can put whatever it
No.
is.
So we can put whatever price.
We
we
just,
Right.
we just always did that. That's what the road superintendents, the past ones always did. They call up, get a price. Okay, here's what it is. That's what we charge the resident. Now, the auditor is saying you got to have a schedule approved because let's say, and I'm use Stu as example. Let's say 3 months ago, he was paying one price. The next guy comes in, hey, I want to get some of that culvert, and he's getting charged a different price. They don't want to see that. They want to see it uniform, and you guys control that fee schedule. If it needs to go up or down or modified, you guys control it.
Okay.
I was trying to keep it simple by only putting a few things on there. I mean, you can go, if the road superintendent gets in a big job and needs all kinds of other stuff, you could get all kinds of stuff added into that.
Electric. 14-inch electric gas cutoff saw, no gas handheld. 18-inch walk behind concrete saw. Is that probably right?
Yep.
Okay. 24-inch walk behind self-propelled.
Yeah, you
Yep.
have the self-propelled.
Okay.
Yes.
So the self-propelled is 160. It's 160 a day. It's 450 a week.
And we always go and saw and take it straight back.
Okay.
Just set it at
So
$200.
this is 24. Not that we need it, but walk behind concrete saw, and we're gonna do $200.
Yeah.
We gotta go get it. We gotta haul it back. We got it, yeah. Okay,
We got to put fuel in it.
are you okay with those numbers? Those three numbers?
Yes.
And that, okay. All right, are you ready for a motion from me?
Yeah,
All right, trustee Varian moves to make a motion to accept the fee schedule for the road department. These fees are fees we charge the township residents to help offset when we replace culverts in the township. 12-inch double wall will be $8 a foot. 24-inch double wall will be $22 a foot. Crushed concrete will be $22 per ton. And saw rental, if needed, 24-inch walk behind concrete saw will be $200. That's a daily rate for rental.
did you have that crushed concrete?
22. I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah, okay.
That's the motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Griffith.
Yes.
And Varian.
Yes,
All right,
that
thank
sounds
you.
good. That'll work out.
As long as I have all the prices, Ronnie,
Yep.
so I don't,
And then if we need to up it, we up it.
Yeah. So maybe every
So
3 months.
22, 22, 200 for a day rate. I scribbled, sorry. That's 24-inch walk behind concrete saw. Day rate. Yep. Okay. Okay.
There'll be one other thing when you get down there.
All right.
Hopefully that's good enough that
Under
it
old,
lasts us a
it'll-
year.
Yeah.
it's not
Oh, I
like
think
that.
so.
It's
Don't have
not a
to change
fee
it in a
schedule.
year.
Because like you said, you got some of it sitting out back, right, Stewie? You got some of it sitting out back already purchased.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. We're moving to the cemetery report.
Okay, cemetery, couple things. We were moving money around and I need a appropriation to do, or not appropriate, a resolution to approve to move. When we moved the money, I had to also adjust the appropriations of $6,906.06 in the cemetery fund so we can spend it. Because-
$6,906.06.
Yes.
Okay.
That money is under what's called supplemental appropriation. I need a resolution to be able to spend the money. We spent $12,000. I had originally appropriated 15 that was in there. But the problem, we didn't have enough funds, so the intertransfer was there to help us. I'll bring in my next thing as we're just talking about it. I did get an email from Aaron, the attorney on the oil and gas, saying that if we didn't receive anything on our titles, that some of those people in that group, that East Camp group, there was some title searches that were a problem. And some of them people have to do some more things to get it cleared. But as far as the township, everything looked okay and fine. And it looks like those checks were originally talked about in October, 1st of October. So everything's on track for the township. We might get it in 2 separate payments. The first payment will have to do with like the Wildwood Cemetery area, because that's in a different area.
Mhm.
And then the rest of it comes hopefully before the end of the year. That's what the goal is, to update you on that.
All right. So the fund that you want to go with, the fund we're talking about is the 2041.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes,
Okay.
2041 cemetery.
All right. Trustee Varian moves to make funds available in the 2041 cemetery account, funds of $6,906.06.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
Roll call.
Griffith.
Yes.
And Barron.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, the other part of that, cemetery sexton, Shearer had said he's gonna be going out of town here. The date, double check my calendar, I think it was the 16th, September 16th through the 27th, 28th. He asked me to cover. So if anything comes in on questions on the cemetery, if somebody needs me to go out and measure a lot, to help them do anything, or if we have an open and closing, just funnel that information to me. I still will keep in contact with him, but being I have copies of the maps and all, I told him I'd fill in for him while he was gone. Other than that, all the mowing's caught up. As of right now, with the monies that were transferred, we're at that break-even point that we probably can only do 1 or 2 more mows, and then that's done. We're done, with what the budget has allowed. We're just waiting on the money to come in from that oil and gas to help us get that money repaid back to the general fund. It's an intertransfer is what that was.
All right. Moving along. You about done over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Road report.
Good evening, everybody. The trustees have read over the road report for September 8th. Do you have any questions about that?
So tell me about the R&R truck sales on that. What did you find?
They looked it over, put the new tire rod ends on it. We went up and got it, drove it back. Still seemed stiff. Didn't seem fixed. We talked to Tom about it. Drove it around some more, even with a load of stone in it and stuff, when we were doing some work, putting culverts in. And called Tom back up and told him it's still too stiff. So we took it back up and they're gonna check into it, check the steering boxes and make sure the worm gears aren't too tight or whatever in it. The steering wheel's hard to turn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You let go of it, it stays right where it's at. It doesn't walk with the wheels going down the road. It's not right. I've never experienced something like this, but we want them to have it fixed right.
Yeah.
And Tom wants it to be right for us after spending that kind of money, so it's up there right now. We're just waiting for a call back from them, see if they find anything out. So that's where we're at right now with that. But they did put the new tie rod ends on.
Okay.
We've just been putting a lot of driveway culverts in for people, trying to catch up on that. Trimming a lot of limbs here lately. Scott Sanders called and said that the bus drivers were complaining about limbs hitting the top of the buses, so
Okay.
we went out and trimmed Valhalla allotment, Woodland allotment off 30, the big bean trees, the end of Midi and 172 again.
The trees are wild.
That tree is wild.
Which, while you mention that, Brian, when does that resolution that we just did, when is that effective for, the fee schedule?
It's effective now, but I was gonna just ask my question to Stu. Is anybody you quoted any prices prior to tonight? Like you told them, hey, this is what's gonna cost you?
No, I have 2 bills in there for you right now, but
That are
they're
passed.
already done.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Work's
So,
done. Yep.
There's nobody really right at this moment, so
Yeah.
I can go with the new prices with
And so
anybody
that
that
would be
calls
effective
in.
then tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you weren't trying to backdate it to January.
No,
I mean, I have
I don't,
things-
I want backdated because we've already done
Done a
it.
bunch of
How
work.
many were you
Yeah,
done?
I have culverts from back in COVID that I haven't
Yeah.
done yet.
We've already done them.
So
Okay.
they gotta understand prices change and everything. I'll just go with the new prices.
Yep. Cool.
So,
Thank you.
and it won't be a problem.
That's all I have.
Okay. Anything else for road?
No.
Wow. Okay.
You count the days?
Ronnie tells me 30.
The final countdown. It's the
25.
final countdown. All right. How about zoning?
Since the last meeting, didn't have any issues or permits issued. On there under new, you see over on Lincoln Street, it's a house that the sheriff's let us know about tires and stuff before. And they just reached out to us again, just let us know that it looked like somebody got kicked out or moved out. Everything was thrown out of the house all over.
Oh, geez.
And there's still a bunch of tires and stuff out there. I've seen it when it first happened, and I see it now, and there was a dumpster out there. I didn't see as much out in the yard, so it looks like they're cleaning up right now.
What is this in Robertsville?
Just after Sam Crable.
The house with all the tires.
Oh, I know where you are. Okay.
Yes.
There was a truck and dump trailer there today. I noticed that when I drove by.
Because there was a big pile.
Okay.
Yeah. There's still tons of tires out there, but
Okay.
There's probably close to 100.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that would be the owner's responsibility.
Chris
to bring
Newman
the
stopped
house.
and let us know that,
That's his problem.
so
Okay.
so.
as far as right now, I haven't done anything. I was gonna kind of wait and see what happens, whether they get it all cleaned up.
I think it pays you to send the landowner a little letter telling them that those tires are gonna have to be removed.
Okay.
Just to let them know, because by the time you send it, and they get it, and they read it,
Yeah, there's gonna be snow on them before we know it.
and if he knows that he's gonna have to do something, it's up to him then to go back to his renter or whatever.
Is that a moth?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. It's getting us.
I just send him a little letter. That's not a moth, is it?
Yeah.
Should I get up and get it or should I let it
I don't
fly?
care.
Okay. All right, we'll keep moving with the report there.
Neiman's just, I haven't heard any much about the vehicles and stuff out there, but I did get a phone call about shooting on the property and a bunch of people being back there
Okay.
during which, and some, sounded like high power stuff, but I don't know. And then on Indian Run, I asked the prosecutor's office just for specific wording that needed to be in the notice. I haven't heard back yet. And I reached out to CANTON Township and they didn't have any sample notices for us to put out either.
Okay.
Other than that, the commission's gonna cancel their meeting this month. They don't have much to work on, so.
Okay.
Mary, what about on Mapleton, the problem we were having there? Just off of Indian Run.
I did not receive any paperwork from him yet, but I haven't sent a letter either. I got to do it.
The one we talked about last meeting. Because we were gonna send something to the property owner. Yeah.
I'm working on it.
So I spoke to a resident on that street that drives it a lot. And after that, we had a hard rain since we've met.
Mhm.
And I said, did you notice any dirt out onto the road? He said, I didn't notice, but he said, I'll check next time I'm driving by. And I haven't heard from him.
I checked after that rain.
Did
No,
you?
it did not come out.
It did not come out onto the road.
No.
Okay. It looks like it should.
It should.
It looks like it should. And it eventually will.
We didn't have enough rain.
Yeah, it wasn't a down.
I mean, there was powder,
Well, there
so
was so much powder that it just soaked it
5-6
right out.
inches deep.
Yeah.
There,
So I think it soaked it up pretty much and didn't go anywhere.
there was a little bit right on the edge, but it wasn't
Yeah.
much.
And that same
Right.
resident did say that they've noticed when driving around, leaving their house and going to town, that when they're riding, it is a dust cloud onto the street. Like they're driving through dust. So he did notice that. He did mention that. So, okay. Oh, all right.
Another person coming down that hill one night told me that they come down there and wondered what was going on. When they come over the crest right there, past that opening they made,
Mm-hmm.
they were up in there running around. And he said the dust was so bad, he couldn't even see the stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
It was that heavy.
So that's
I don't know
multiple
how-
residents.
I don't know how the new owner of the house further down, little almost catty
On the
corner,
opposite
I
side.
don't know how they're not. Because Clifford's up, he's up up the hill.
I
The
don't-
one that's down on the other side of the
Well,
bank,
he's got
that's
so
a new
many-
house.
He's got so many trees.
Yeah, he may be lucky. I'm sure he has to hear it to see it. I mean, it's right there.
Probably.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Okay. What else do you have? Anything else? Great.
Oh,
Thank you.
one more question. The commission is asking, right now, what, do we have anything we want them to have on their plate? Because they don't want to meet just to meet.
Yeah.
Right now, we have 44 done.
Yep.
And 30 completed and 172 completed.
It's great.
Of the,
Of the overlay.
yeah, we haven't done anything going back towards Canton, but do we
Yeah.
want them, and 44 was just from 30 to Sandy Township. Is there anything we want them working on next?
I mean, I think that's great. We've got all those done. I don't have anything on what do you think, Brandon?
I don't have anything on my mind right now that.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the issues when residents bring it to us.
Right.
I just don't want to have a meeting just to meet and,
Sure.
so, but
Maybe
maybe
take
next
maybe
week
take a
we
little
talk
break.
about it again.
Yeah.
When Randy gets here to see if there's
See if
any.
there's anything. Okay.
But until then, why don't we just put their meetings on hold until we have an issue we want them to deal with? They've done a great job. They've been
That's
working
great.
hard for 3 years.
Yeah, no, they've gotten a lot done. It's great. Yep. Maybe they're due for a little rest.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Old business, amend resolution 23-148.
With this regard to, that's another audit finding that they found they needed corrected. back in 23, the resolution said Puro moved and Griffith seconded to assign fiscal officer Lowry as representing the trustees for record retention training for their terms of office, past and present. Fiscal officer Lowry suggests trustees take class if time permits. The motion carried. The next two after that had, one was for the Ohio ethics and the other was the record custodial for past and present years. Here's what the auditor found. When they're going back through and they're looking at all our certifications, they just found that they didn't see a public record resolution. And I said, well, actually, it should be this one here for the record retention, because that's what we were talking about. So we actually.
Oh, so we're missing public record.
Yeah, so what
Oh.
we did, we listened,
Okay.
we listened to the actual film footage and everything, and you definitely all talked about it, but I missed putting it in the verbiage.
Okay,
So what happened was I asked her, I said, can't you take that as going? Because one of our trustees might have fallen into that spot. And I says, went to bat to say, well, we can't let that slide. But I said, well, what can we do to make it right in the future? And they said, you need to get this corrected. I would suggest amending it. I said, well, since then, the trustees talked about not having me as a representative, but we never did a formal resolution to take me off of that. So they said, well, if you don't want to, you might want to talk to the trustees about not being representative for public records. And then that forces the trustees in their term to at least take that.
Once in every 4 years, which
Yeah.
they should be.
okay,
And I asked, what do I need to do? They asked that we amend 23.
this is the public record training.
It should be record retention and public record training.
Do you want
That will take care of the past.
to, okay, that'll take care, we can't
Yeah.
change it to someone else.
No.
It's gotta stay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So trustee Varian makes a motion to amend
23
23-148 to read,
public records. just
to
has be
read,
put in
I'm
there.
gonna read the whole thing. So to read, Mr. Piro moved, which was seconded by Ms. Griffith, to assign fiscal officer Lowry as the representing for the trustees for record retention and public record training. So the addition is the addition to public record training for their term of office, past and present. Fiscal officer Lowry suggested trustees still take the class if time permits. Motion carried.
Griffith seconds.
Roll call.
Griffith and Barron.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
So
All
then,
right.
Brian, are you saying we need to do another one, removing you from that?
That's
So-
what they suggested to do.
Do you want to, we're doing that the next reorder now.
You can either do it now, or if you want to wait till trustee Piro is available to do that one. Because trustee Piro still is taking his class that he has to do in his term right now. He has to do it right now, so he's working on that.
I did record retention.
Yeah.
I returned to that.
Everything else is okay with everybody.
Okay,
It's just, there was one in the past in 23, 24, and there's one moving forward that's being taken care of
right.
before the end of the term.
okay. All right, let's not make any changes to that. I'll wait till Randy's here. All right. And then Brenda on Sucos.
So I received some information back from the Fleckinger Environmental.
Okay.
But what he sent me was my copy of the House bill, which is this 100 and some page fill-in. And I didn't look at it. I thought because it was attached when I sent him, I thought he was just sending it back to me. But what I realized today was that he actually had went in and his part filled it in on the fill-in and electronically attached his signature.
Oh.
And all of the items, I think there were 14 items that they questioned, we were all no on all of them.
Okay.
So I can go ahead and finish that. I have to get a few maps together that they're requiring. I think I'll try to pull them off the auditor's site, like showing the roads around it and things like that. And then I can submit that down for the first part of the grant thing.
Great. So we have what we need from environmental then.
Well, what we don't have from them yet is his full report on what he found everywhere.
Okay.
He's supposed to submit that to us and we haven't received that.
Okay,
but he did fill in the questionnaire.
all right.
So that's where we're at
That's
on
good
that.
news. That's another step closer.
We actually met with Soil and Water also, and Soil and Water cleared us for phase one. They don't need to do anything. The amount of parking lot that we showed that we wanted to put in, because we removed some of it that was over the septic system.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yes,
within less than an acre, so they don't need anything from us.
great.
But they do want to have us come back, they have us bring them back before we do anything down on the bottom portion. And then they're going to prepare a water mitigation plan that we would have to do
For the valley.
for the valley, nothing
Got
on the top.
Top's good to go.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
But
That's
they
good
were
news.
great to work with. The contractor that we chose was there, asked all his questions,
Perfect.
so everything went well.
Very good. Very good. That's good news. Anything under new business? Seeing none. Anything under correspondence? You have it in your mailbox. Trustee Varian moves to adjourn the meeting and pay bills.
Griffith seconds.
Roll call.
Varian.
Yes.
And Griffith.
Yes,
All right. Thank you all for being here.
thank you. Stu, I just like to tell you, good job on the roads. I said, good job on the roads,
What, the chip and seal or the one?
all of the stuff.
Oh, all right, thanks.
I noticed the county mowed today along some of their
Yes,
roads.
they did.
And they left all kinds of stuff out in the road. Especially the road they just chipped and sealed. They have to come through and stripe it and the stuff's all over the
Oh,
road.
jeez.
They were, the outfit that was mowing for the county,
Yeah, it's a
they came down Wood
subcontractor.
Street and did a really good job because the truck with the blower stayed behind